But I'm asking you, I guess, what are those risks that you perceive?
So there's a couple. So there's one, untangling a marriage is complicated. So from the financial aspect, not just what the woman ends up getting owed, but the legal costs in and of themselves are going to be fairly substantial. Attorneys charge quite a bit. If you're the breadwinner, you're going to actually have to probably go ahead and pay for her.
An unreasonable man donated 200 美元. My Chinese wife says the value in marriage is the strength and the security I provide. Money and the rest is meaningless. Lot of broken doors on this panel. Be better.
Okay.
All right, then.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate
Wasn't
it.
expecting that
Unreasonable
voice.
man. Wait, is this grid 1? Is this grid 1?
How do you have security without money? You said that money is meaningless. How can, like, that's a very stupid point.
That's a question for you, unreasonable man. So the financial risks, you have to pay for the attorney. You might have to even pay for your wife or soon-to-be ex-wife's attorney if there's a mismatch in her financial resources and yours. There's the time, the stress of untangling all that. And then there's going to be what she's owed, right? So anything, even with a prenuptial agreement, often these prenuptial agreements tend to get challenged by the person, typically the woman who's typically also initiating the divorce, funnily enough. So, for example, Kevin Costner, his divorce proceedings were here in Santa Barbara. He had a prenuptial agreement with his wife, and in the prenuptial agreement, it said, if you challenge the prenuptial agreement, you lose XYZ, and then she went ahead and challenged it anyways. So even with potential risks of challenging a prenuptial, the lawyers will still do it because they can maybe try to weasel out of it, whatever. Even with a prenuptial agreement, it typically only has to do with assets or money that you got before the marriage. But everything you got during the marriage really can't be, as far as I know, I could be wrong, not an attorney. This is just from my research. Prenuptial agreements can't really do much when it comes to what's earned during the course of 10, 20 years, for example. Everything that's earned in the marriage is community property. So then she's just going to get half of everything earned throughout the course of the marriage.